Obviously, we're going to be living in a digital world. They spent all these theaters in the United States and most of the world have taken out the film projectors and replaced them with digital. I mean, there's 3 of us in Los Angeles that are doing this and working in film and celluloid. That's it in the world. So I'm happy to be part of that.
I was an accounting major here. I only did one drama class. I didn't ever think this is the world I was going to get into, but there's a special environment we have here, and it's the right type of people, and these are your future collaborators.
For me, what makes this a remarkable and beautiful film is the cats are seen as animals who have good days and bad days like we do, all different personalities, all different appearances. So for 80 minutes, these cats are not analyzed, they're not problematized, they're not demonized. We just live with them and we hold ourselves in that space with them.
I like to try to remind people whenever possible that you are not living the film. I think there's a lot of films that will try to convince you that you're in the driver's seat or that you're experiencing this thing, and I think that that's really dangerous. I don't think documentaries should imbue a sense of accomplishment in watching it. I think it should irritate and agitate and hopefully spurn some action after the film ends. I think that's only possible if you realize that you're sitting in a seat and that you're not there, that you're not in India, that you're not in the Congo, that you're not in Baltimore.
We used electronic sounds sourced from organic instruments. What's interesting to us is how we interact with those electronic sounds. Sometimes they take over, sometimes we take over, sometimes we pair in different ways. And so that's what I found exciting about creating the soundtrack for this film.
What both of our countries share is fear of the unknown. And I think as much as we work on exposing people to different perspectives, to different stories, to different ways of living, we will make a positive change.
We're very hopeful. We think that this could be used as a sort of a recipe, as a template of potentially then enlarging that number from 10 young adults to 20 and kind of creating a network that would be a little movement.
So now that Black people were beginning to represent themselves, to tell their own stories, what was the best way to do that? And what did it mean to put one's best foot forward? And while they may not have all been able to agree on how to do that, the one thing on which they did agree was that they needed to be able to tell their own stories.
My colleagues and I have prepared some delicious desserts, food, some spicy food. All these are already. We would like to welcome all of you to have a taste of the food and enjoy the food.